What if I told you the biggest thing holding you back in your career, your finances, your life, isn't your boss, isn't the economy, but something running quietly in the background of your own mind? There are 8 mental malware, toxic thought patterns silently draining your energy, focus, and confidence. They don't make noise, they don't raise red flags, but they're the reason you feel stuck, unmotivated, and unsure of yourself. But here's the truth. The moment you recognize them, you take back control. In this video, we'll expose each one of them. No fluff, no fake positivity, just the raw truth you need to reclaim your potential. Indifference. This isn't laziness. It's more dangerous than that. It's a gray fog that settles over everything. You still show up, you still get things done, but the fire inside, it's gone. You do just enough to finish, not to excel. Wins don't excite you, losses don't hurt. You're not failing, you're drifting. The cost? Indifference makes you replaceable. While you're stable, someone else with fire in their gut is racing past you. How do you break out of it? Start with the smallest task, but do it with 100% of your energy. Write an email, wipe your desk, or complete a simple task. Do it as if your entire career depends on it. Then, give yourself one small challenge every day, something that pushes you just a bit forward. Finish earlier, learn faster, be more proactive. These daily challenges will reignite the drive that's been lying dormant inside you. Indifference isn't a personality trait, it's a state, and you have the full power to break it. Start today. Indecision. There's a common myth that successful people always make the perfect decision. Wrong. They succeed because they decide. Failures? They're the ones who never choose at all. Ever opened 20 browser tabs, researched for weeks, and still did nothing? That's it. The fear of making the wrong choice paralyzes you. You wait until you have enough information, but the truth is, you never will. Indecision burns your most valuable assets, time and opportunity. While you overthink, someone else is already moving forward. The solution? Don't wait for clarity to act. It's action that creates clarity. Make a choice, any choice, and take the next step. You can adjust later. Better to go the wrong way and pivot than stand frozen at the crossroads. Decision-making is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. Overcaution. You think avoiding risk keeps you safe? The truth is, not taking risks is the biggest risk of all. You're playing not to lose, instead of playing to win. What does it look like? You always imagine the worst-case scenario. You pass on opportunities because they're not 100% certain. You spend most of your time planning, barely any doing. And you wait for the perfect moment, which doesn't exist. The stability you have today could be tomorrow's stagnation. The world rewards those who take smart, calculated risks. So how do you shift? Start by changing the question. Stop asking, what's the worst that could happen? Start asking, if I don't do this, what will I regret 5 years from now? Take small risks. Train yourself to live with uncertainty, because that's where growth begins. Self-doubt. This is the most dangerous enemy inside you, the quiet voice whispering, "You're not good enough. Others are smarter, more talented, more deserving." Self-doubt kills your actions before they even begin. It stops you from taking big projects, asking for a raise, or starting something of your own. You keep comparing your Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 20. The problem isn't that you're lacking, it's that you don't trust your own ability. Want to break it? Stop asking, "Can I do this?" and start asking, "What do I need to learn to do it?" Start building your evidence file, a written record of everything you've overcome, no matter how small. Write it down. It could be a deadline you met under pressure, a failure you bounced back from, or simply a day you kept going when things were hard. These moments prove you're not as weak as you think. More importantly, shift your mindset from "I'll act when I'm good enough" to "I act to become better." Skills, confidence, resilience, they don't come first, they're built through action. Self-belief doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's constructed step by step, every day, through the simple act of moving forward, even when fear is still present. Worry. Worry is like paying interest on a debt you never owed. You torture yourself with worst-case scenarios that 99% of the time will never happen. You toss and turn over a meeting that hasn't even happened. You can't focus because your mind is consumed by endless what-ifs. Worry drains your mental energy, leaving you exhausted before you even begin. The solution? Take a stoic approach. Write down everything you're worried about. Then divide it into 2 columns, things you can control and things you can't. Focus all your energy on the first column. Learn to let go of the second. Remember, worry doesn't solve problems. Action does. Pessimism. The pessimist and the optimist both look at the same glass of water, but the optimist can see that the cup is half full, while the pessimist can only see how the cup is half empty. Pessimism is the habit of assuming things will fail. When an opportunity shows up, your first instinct is to find why it won't work. You say things like, "It won't change anything," or "That doesn't work around here." This mindset kills motivation and spreads negativity. No matter how talented you are, if your brain is wired to spot failure, you'll always find it. Want to break free? Train your mind to hunt for solutions. When a negative thought appears, challenge it. Instead of saying, "We can't because," ask, "How can we make this work?" Pessimism is a habit, and habits can be changed with conscious practice. The habit of consuming negativity. Your mind is like a garden. You can't plant weeds and expect to harvest flowers and fruit. You start your day with social media, bad news, and pointless arguments. You let mental junk flood your brain, then wonder why you can't focus or create. You're feeding your mind with mental junk food and still expecting a healthy brain. Input determines output. If you feed your mind with chaos, you'll make chaotic decisions. The solution? Become a strict gatekeeper of your mind. Be intentional about what you let in. Spend the first 15 minutes of your day reading, meditating, or planning, instead of handing your attention to algorithms. When you nourish your mind with quality ideas, your work and life will transform. Complaining. Every complaint is a brick you use to build your own prison. It gives the illusion that you're addressing the problem, but really, it only strengthens your victim mindset. When you complain about your boss, your company, or your clients, you're silently saying, "I'm powerless. The problem is out there, not with me." You hand over control of your life to others. Successful people don't waste time complaining. They channel their energy into finding solutions. Want to stop? Use this rule. If you're not planning to fix it, don't complain about it. Each time you feel the urge, pause and ask, "What's one small thing I can do to improve this?" Shift from victim to owner. Responsibility is the only path to real freedom and power. 8 silent killers: indifference, indecision, overcaution, self-doubt, worry, pessimism, the habit of consuming negativity, and complaining. They're not who you are, just old mental programs that need to be removed. The good news? You have full control. This battle isn't fought at the office or in the market. It's fought in the 6 inches between your ears. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. Awareness to spot the inner enemy and the discipline to reclaim control, step by step, day by day. If this video brought you value, like, subscribe, and share it with others who are also fighting to become the best version of themselves, because we go further together.